been so stressed that I wouldn't hit record because, like, my brain doesn't work.
Do you ever listen to a podcast where they're like, I forgot to hit record and we're starting this again? And you're like, holy shit. Like, now that you've had a podcast, you understand how devastating that would be.
Devastating. I would be so sad, for real.
I honestly might just, like, scrap it for the day because it's, like, hard to recreate that.
I would have to wait for, like, a couple days to regroup and recover from that hit.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Welcome back to the Rave Social Podcast. I'm your host, Jaiden, and we have Jordan from the Space Social on the pod today. It's our first little segment of In the Garden where we maybe we did or maybe we didn't partake of the devil's lettuce. And Jordan, why don't you introduce yourself?
Sure. Okay, so I am the owner of the Space Social. We have been in existence for almost 4 years. It's a social media management agency, and I personalize with
Yes.
I work with personal brands. I personalize. I forgot the word. I work with personal brands. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, which I think is a really cool place. And I talk to Jaiden about she should move here sometimes. I tell her that.
Oh my gosh. I love Las Vegas. I love to visit Las Vegas.
Do.
I love literally everything about Las Vegas, and I would totally move there. I think the only thing is that it's just so hot.
Yeah, it's a record this week that we're recording this is a record. We broke the heat record in Las Vegas. It was 120 degrees.
Oh, did you just don't go outside, do you?
No,
You can't leave the house.
I take my son to school and that's it.
Like, that's all. If you do a hot girl walk, has to be at like 5 a.m.
Honestly, I haven't been doing them because I wake up and I check the temperature, and today it was like I checked the weather, and today it was like 90 degrees at 6 a.m. and I was like,
No.
I don't even know if that's safe, to be honest.
I don't think so. I was in St. George last weekend for the 4th of July, which
That's
is
so
like
fun.
pretty close to Vegas temps. And
Yeah.
I was just walking into the grocery store and I was like, oh, I'm going to die. Like, I'm going to get heat exhaustion taking like 20 steps.
It's like not a joke though. Like, it's so hot.
So hot.
But like, besides the heat, it's such a cool city. It's the entertainment capital of the world. Like, I feel like people from all over the world want to come here and they feel like they can be like their most free selves here. And I just feel like
Yes.
that energy is so contagious. And even though I'm a local, I still feel like that energy is very contagious and I really enjoy it.
Yeah. And when people say they don't like Las Vegas, I'm like,
I
that
don't.
means you don't like fun. Like, that literally just screams to me like you
Yeah.
do not like fun. Not that like, and then they associate that with like drinking and partying, and it's like you don't have to like drink and party to have fun.
No.
But if you don't like Las Vegas, that means you don't like to have fun.
I don't drink and I don't gamble. I don't drink really and I don't gamble. And I have a lot of fun here. So yeah, I agree. They're just missing out.
And Jordan is literally so awesome. She's been on the podcast before. But I can't even what were we talking about? Like
Mini chat.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that.
Yeah.
And it was so fun. And today we definitely want to talk about lead gen.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell me like your number one thing for lead gen? Is it ManyChat? Is it still
Yes.
ManyChat? What's the vibe?
Okay, so I think my number one thing for lead gen, hopefully I can get through this, is leading people back to email marketing. So I just, in this day and age, and like any day and age, you know, we don't own our social media platforms, but you own the information within you own your email subscribers' information.
This will test you.
I'm like, what is it called? Okay, so you own that. So what I like to do is find strategies or like, you know, leads to get people to give them that information. So
Yeah.
recently I've been loving ManyChat, and then I also love quizzes, but I like to send the quiz link via mini chat. So
Yeah.
it's like kind of within the same, but those are just some that I like currently. I think that it's ever evolving, but I think for me, the foundation is emails. Like, I just think that
Yeah.
that is so crucial. And like, I've been in marketing for 10 years and that has not changed. Like, so many things
No.
have changed, but that hasn't changed. And I don't think it is going to.
No, me either. Emails have always been like the highest converting like thing that exists. And I love that. I love getting people off of like Instagram and into an email sequence.
Do you have a newsletter?
I do, and I'm just so bad at it. I mean, I'm really awful at it.
Honestly, I so often I send my podcast is my like email. I'm like, here
Yeah.
was what it's about. Here's a link. Love ya. Cause it's just
I think that's what I'm gonna do because I was
yeah.
so consistent with it until like March. And then I was like, wait, literally, how are people keeping up with this? Like, I just don't have it
I
in me.
I batch it, but I also will like take. I mean, you understand this. I'll take like a caption and then like just beef it up. I also feel like sharing stories is so fun and your email marketing. Like, there's so many ways to do email marketing, obviously, but I feel like sharing stories and storytelling and like nurturing that relationship, like that's why it's so successful and why it is so high
Yeah.
converting.
Okay, this might take a second for you to recall, but
Yeah.
have you seen like any emails or like brands that just like kill it at email marketing? Like ones that you just all open every single time?
The first thing that comes to mind is like it's one of my clients.
I love it.
But I feel like what we do so successfully, like I feel like that's so bad. I'm just like, yeah, I am the blueprint for
No,
this.
it's me.
I feel like what we do so successfully is it's always like a fun and like I don't wouldn't say clickbait. I feel like clickbait is like a negative thing, but it's always a fun email title that sometimes it's like an inside joke or whatever. And like
Yeah.
because I'm so close to her, and like we talk so often, I can tell fun stories from her life and like tie it into whatever, we're selling for the
Wait,
week.
can we say I feel like we should say who it is. Can we say who
Yeah,
it
it's
is?
Aubrey Westland.
Yes. Okay, I knew that's who you were talking about when I get her emails and I'm always
Yes.
like clicking on them just based on the subject line is
Yes.
so good. Always. And so just like interesting. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, this is such like a side tangent, but not really because you're talking about storytelling and like I love it when somebody
Yeah.
sends me an email update that has like their personal life. Like I love it when it's
Yes.
like a journal entry. I'm like,
Yes.
yes, give me more.
I know. I feel like I like when I write my own emails, I genuinely sometimes I'm like, I need to tell more story. Like this is
Yeah.
great, but it's like, who gives a shit? Like, I want people want
And
like a story that I haven't told on my social media here.
yeah, and like I feel like emails can be really value packed, right? Like I get emails
Yeah.
from certain brands that I'm like, this is full of information.
Yeah.
And those are fun, but sometimes they're like overwhelming. Like I'm like,
Yes.
oh, like I need to I guess I need to like uproot my whole business and try something different. But then
Yeah.
when it's like a story, it's so much more fun and like digestible.
I know. And like also I feel like too so many businesses they feel overwhelmed with email marketing. If it's overwhelming, literally just start with once or twice a month. I have a client who she does her own email marketing right now and she does it bi-monthly, twice a month.
Okay. Yeah.
She does it
No,
twice a month.
that's the world's most confusing word.
Yeah. I
Bi-monthly,
should just
bi-weekly.
Oh
Are you
my
for
god,
real?
yeah.
Like
Anyway,
what is it?
she does it twice a month. I don't know. But she'll do like the emails are so it's like an update in her industry and like places in her community she loves because she's very community focused. And it's
Yeah.
just like every single time she sends it, I know it's going to be great and I know that her audience loves it. And I think like that's a key too and people lose this over time with their email marketing. They'll start like they'll get people there, but then over time it just becomes too salesy and bullshit and people would subscribe like that.
Oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
so many times I've joined an email list and it's like that. Oh, and okay. I was just browsing the files of emails that I have in my brain. And I hate it when I get an email from a brand that's like, order confirmed as like clickbait or something. Oh my God, it gets me every time. And then I
I
open
know.
it and I'm immediately like mad at the brand.
I
I'm like, that
know. It's
is
like, why are you
so
deceiving me? Like,
dumb. Yeah, don't trick me.
also, I feel like a similar strategy is when it's like like as in reply. And then
Yes.
it's like something that is like generic slash urgent. And you're like, oh shit, like, what is this? And then you're like, oh, they're trying to trick me and it worked.
So now I feel dumb and I also don't like you.
Wait, by the way, that pasta I made today was so good.
Oh, good. I was gonna like send you my pasta salad recipe because
Oh, you should.
I got this one from Reg's mom. Oh, it's literally so good. I just want to eat it every day.
Like, what's in it?
It's just noodles, supreme salad seasoning from like McCormick's or whatever,
Yeah.
and the Olive Garden vinaigrette that you just buy in the bottle.
Yeah.
And then just whatever veggies you want. But I did like feta, olives, cucumbers, tomatoes. So good.
Oh my gosh. Okay, like, since we're, kind of talking about food, because I feel like this is relevant because we're.
Yes.
Um, I'm on this journey right now to change the narrative in my mind that I'm not a good cook. And so I'm starting with pasta salad because I feel like that's easy and fun and like not hard to mess up. And it's also like has lots of veggies if you want.
Yeah. That is so smart.
Yeah,
I
it's been
had
a
to
fun
do that.
journey.
Like, I still don't know. I don't know that I actually know for certain I'm not that great of a cook because I only have a couple things nailed down.
Right.
But when I got divorced, like when I was married, I don't remember what I ate, to be honest. Like, I don't think I ever ate like a meal. I just was always
Yeah.
eating like a snack or something. And then when I got divorced, I was like, okay, girl, like you need to
Feed
figure this
yourself.
out.
Yeah.
And so I did a similar thing and like went on a little journey and
Yeah.
I got like a couple like things down. Like now I can make pesto
Yeah.
and I have like a couple like I can make like the sausage with vegetables, like I can make rice. And
Nice.
I have like this very tiny arsenal of things that I'm like, I can make that.
No, but that's so good though.
It really helped me like be more
Yeah.
confident too. I was like, okay, like I can figure this
Right.
out.
I feel like I have breakfast casseroles down as well.
Oh
But
my God.
it's just like I need to learn how to do this.
No, it's so satisfying to
Yeah,
learn
it
how to do
is.
it. And it makes me feel like a lady. No,
I know
like,
it's so feminine.
don't be offended by that, please.
No, it
Nobody.
is. It's like so cute. Like it's just
I
like
don't
cute to like
know.
chop vegetables and like be like, here's a
It's so
meal.
cute. Like, I literally love that about being a girl. Like, when I make
I
something and my
know.
boyfriend likes it, I'm like, I feel like a woman.
Yeah. You're like, this is me. I am mother.
I am. I'm dead. I love that.
He
Oh,
really
man.
is.
Okay. Let's see. What other files do we have access to in our brains?
We can talk about mini chat.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is something I think ManyChat's a good thing to talk about
Yeah,
more
I do
specifically
too. Because
because
we had some good discourse in your comments, and I was like, I appreciate this.
yeah, no, I love it. Like,
Yeah,
I
me
am
too.
so not the person that's like, if you disagree with me, I'm not gonna like, it's all good. I don't care at all.
Right.
Because I am smart enough to know that there's like more than one way for things to
Right.
work. So for that reason, it is what it is. But let's talk about ManyChat. You
Yeah.
love ManyChat. I'm more of like,
Yes.
I'm sus about ManyChat. Like,
Yeah.
tell me why you love it.
So I personally, like, I don't use it that often. I would say I use it once a week. So I think it's kind of like Botox and filler. Like, that's what I'm going to compare it to right
Yes.
now. So it's like, I feel like when it's like you go in and you're like, I want to like keep up a natural appearance and like, it's best if no one notices, right? And like,
Yes.
that's how I feel. That's how I feel like about mini chat. It's like I consider it to be an outreach strategy, so I only use it for reels. I know that there's creators who use it like every day, and like I have clients who do use it often, but we've kind of like I feel like we did it every day, didn't feel like we did too much, overcorrected, kind of came back to like a happy medium.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's creators like I'm just gonna say it, Jenna Kutcher. She uses it all the fucking time, and it's like annoying because It's just like, I know she gets such a big check from ManyChat and Meta, to be honest. Like, get your
Dude,
bag,
she's
girl.
getting
But
her
like, I
bag.
think that the things, whatever. She uses it a lot, and I feel like that's what we notice is like, it's like when people get too much filler or Botox. Like that's the one we notice. We don't notice the ones that are like
Yeah.
natural. Like we think that it's like we just associate it with like the crazy ones. So, anyways, I
Yeah.
think that in moderation, it's fantastic and it's a great outreach strategy for Instagram. But I
Yeah.
think that like most people think of the people who use it 24/7 and on their Instagram stories. I feel like I'm rambling so much.
No, you're not at all. But like, there's no reason to use ManyChat in your Instagram stories. You can just
I
put a
agree.
link. A link
Right.
is literally easier for someone to click than like for them to DM you like a word.
I feel like it's more almost like personal too. It's like
Totally. I
less work for
agree.
them.
Yeah, I agree totally. And like it feels really impersonal to DM someone just a word and then like know you're talking to a robot for
Right.
some because then I feel like they're not going to DM you like outside of that. And maybe I'm just like making that up or projecting it because I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But like
Right.
once I've had that like robotic communication with someone, I'm like, you're no longer real in my mind.
Oh my,
Like,
I agree. And like, so I like to sometimes separate my strategies to like nurture and outreach strategy. And I feel like
yeah.
Instagram stories is so like nurturing your audience. Like you're still continuing to build a connection there, after they followed you. But like
Yeah.
mini chat is so like you're trying to get new leads, right? It's not like
Mhm.
your current audience probably already knows about the offer that you're putting out there on this,
Yeah.
and so like I don't think you need to remind them.
Where people can go wrong with ManyChat is definitely just using it way too much because it, like you just said, it's just blatantly a sales tactic. Like,
Right.
I think, this is like people get it mixed up. They think because they're giving a freebie that they're providing value, but like that's not true.
No. Have you got shitty freebies in your time?
Oh, yeah,
Then like
real
literally wasted
bad
your time opening it? Because I have.
for sure. Yeah, so oh my god, I lost my train of thought, but that's
Sorry.
what happens in no, I'm so silly. No, but that's what I feel like happens with ManyChat is like the creator that's using ManyChat thinks that they're providing value in the freebie so that their
Yeah.
audience commenting that word should be like no big deal. But
Right.
that like energy is what is making it not work for you.
Right. So that's why I like to use a quiz too. And like
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fun thing to connect back to mini chat. So like I'll create a quiz for my clients and it's through Interact if anyone wants to like go look that up. I can send you my affiliate code.
Yeah. We'll link it.
Yes. Um but I create it through Interact and like so I'll have people comment quiz and it's like I think it's a very fun and creative way to bring people into your email
Yeah.
subscribers.
Yeah, for sure. Quiz is like so fun. I love to do quizzes
It
and like
is.
I feel like that's even so nostalgic and from like all those things we used to do like on Facebook that
Yes.
like oh my gosh, I feel like you could do so many fun quizzes that are like what's your like social media archetype and then it could be like Sex in the City themed or something.
Yes. Oh
Like
my god.
that would be so
Yes.
cool. Like something that's like more fun to get people on your email list because
Yeah.
honestly like I have a freebie. I still believe in freebies,
Yeah.
but I
Isn't it
think
your meme one?
yeah, I have my
Yeah, I
meme one.
love your memes. And like I feel like you create
Thank
such good
you.
memes for your clients.
Thank you. It's
Yeah.
like literally one of the accounts that I manage, we have built it like on memes from like
It gets shared
15,000
though.
followers to like 100,000 followers
It
with
gets like the
memes,
thing
dude.
is it gets shared because people relate to it. Like I know your freebie is so good.
Oh, yeah, the freebies. But I feel like freebies are maybe people are like, these are not that valuable anymore. So they're hesitant. But like, you could do such a fun quiz that would take like
Right.
like that, like, I don't know, the pressure of like a value thing
Right.
off of it and just make it fun.
That's why I love quizzes is because I think everyone wants to know about themselves. Everyone is like they just do.
100%. Like in a selfish way, we're all like, wait, what?
Like, is that me?
Is that
Is that
me?
me? Do this?
Yeah. Okay. Money chat, quizzes. Let's see. Jenna Kutcher, you have to be so careful if you talk about her because the half of the internet loves her and half of the internet hates her, and you never know what side you're gonna get.
I don't know. I just like feel it's tough because I feel like her info is so dated.
For a second there, I was salty towards her, and then I just
Like, you
blocked
don't
her
have to
because I'm
include
like,
this, but like,
it's okay. Somebody make this into a clip and
yeah.
send it to her. No, I'm just kidding. That was never the thing. I was like, everyone thinks I'm attacking her like character, and I'm like, I'm not. Like, I just don't think her
No.
offer is good.
I
That's
think
all
that
I'm
she like
saying.
just shares information that made people successful in 2018.
She's like really shiny because she's so successful. Like, she's living the dream life. She has all the things.
Yeah.
And so people are like, if I just follow like in her footsteps, I'll get there too. But things change. And it's not as easy to get 10,000 or 100,000 or 200,000 followers today as it
Engaged.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, engaged followers
Yeah.
as it was 10 years ago. And I think everyone can admit that. Like, I've never met someone who's like, actually, that's not true.
Right.
So let's just accept that. And then let's know that, like, maybe we can't just do what they used to do. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like some of her hooks are like a little misleading, but that's fine.
but that's fine. How to make 100K in the blink of an eye.
Can we talk about a hot button topic since we're...
Yes!
I think that in the next 5 to 10 years, there's going to be regulations on coaches. And I feel like the first, and like there may already be laws about this, but I feel like the first thing they're going to come for is like admitting like your income like that, or being like, here's how to do like 7 figures.
Yeah, but like,
I honestly think there's going to
actually-
be regulations.
it's actually like already illegal. That's like a bait
But
and
I feel like it's
switch.
going to have to get more strict though.
Like who's monitoring this? Nobody.
Nobody. I don't know. I feel like it's going to have to get more strict. And like, honestly, that's my least favorite marketing. And I feel like it's low-key such lazy marketing.
It's so sad how freaking good it works though. Like still.
I know.
Like,
I know.
Why does that? I just like when I see posts like that, I immediately like don't look at them, but
right.
I see them all the time because they're going viral.
Right.
And it's like
I think if you put
please.
a number in a hook, that it like does well.
It just does. And like
Yeah.
who doesn't want to make 100K? But this
Right.
makes me think of a thread I saw today. I think it was by it was something that Kaylee from Reveal Studio
love
like
her.
reshared. I love her. I'm recording an episode with her tomorrow.
Good.
And I just love her to death. She's so awesome. But yeah, she like responded to something where she was like, I saw someone post a reel of how to go from 10K to 100K months or something. And she was like, the goalpost just keeps moving. And I'm like, it does. And how unhealthy. Like our poor brains are just constantly like, oh, 10K is not good enough. Like I need 100K. And it's like, is that true?
That's so sad. This also like makes me
know.
want to talk about how like followers are a vanity metric, because it's like you could have less than 10K followers and be having like well over 100,000 a month, but like I don't know, people are just like want the followers so bad. Like I even had a client text me today that was like how can we get more followers, but their course is like selling well. I'm like,
you're like, but no, I know it's followers are like addicting because it's like the first thing you see on someone's page when you go to it. It's right there at the top. Like honestly, like Instagram psychologically is making that how it is in our brains by being like, that's the number you see. And so
true.
That's why everyone like wants more followers. And I think people do know, like when they really question themselves, they know that followers don't equal a dollar amount or like whatever, but it's still just like that feeling of having it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think they're just like
internet validation.
It's so just like validation. And it's crazy because my favorite accounts to follow are always accounts like with around 10K, like 10K or under, like kind of like 5 to 10K. Those are like my favorite accounts to follow because they're people that are like hungry and sharing good information.
Yes.
They haven't like gone over the edge. Like once, not to shame anyone who has a lot of followers, but like once people get to that like 100,000, 200,000 200,000 follower
Right.
range, I feel like their content cheapens, or it can cheapen,
Ah,
not all of them.
right. Right.
Don't you
I
think?
also feel like you like doubled your followers last year. I feel like now that we're like talking about this.
I
I feel like
doubled my followers like since February. In February, I doubled my followers. That's what I'm meaning to say. But what's funny is so I had just steady normal growth, like
yeah.
probably higher than average, but like pretty good growth, whatever, for a long time. And I did not give a shit, for real. Like I didn't care, but I was so afraid of going viral, like
Mhm.
deep in my core, because I was like, somebody's gonna freaking be mean to me.
Yeah.
And then one day I was just like, you know what? If you want that level of attention, you have to be okay with that level of attention. And I just accepted it. And
Mhm.
then I had that thread go viral. And in the same week, I had a reel go viral
Mhm.
that literally doubled my followers like in just a couple days. It was
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
Yeah. And then honestly, since then, I kind of like took a little break on social media.
Yeah.
I posted every single day, like literally I did not miss a day from I think November 1st to like April 30th, like a huge window. And
That's
then
amazing.
it's not even that I got burned out, but I went to Paris and I took a break. And then
Fair.
after that, I've just been kind of like, I'm going to post like my goal is 5 times a week. And if it's
Yeah.
4 times, that's okay.
Yep. 100%. I
And
feel like
definitely
also,
like my growth is slow, but I don't care.
do you ever share like personal reels like about your life?
You know, I need to do it more and I've been wanting to do it actually. I got like a G7X. It's not a G7X. Everyone knows my problem with the freaking G7X. But I just got like a vlog camera, so I want to start vlogging and like
Yeah.
I don't know,
You
posting that
should.
too.
I feel like I do little, like once a week I'll do a little vlog reel, and I feel like it's so great to connect with community, even like as a
Yeah.
social media manager, you know?
I see them and I love them. I'm always like I need to do that.
You do.
Ugh.
I'm looking at my flowers. They're so cute. Aubrey's actually coming here tomorrow for like a VIP weekend, and I'm gonna put them in her room. I'm so excited.
Cute. She's so awesome. You guys are going to have so much fun.
I know it's so hot though. I feel so bad.
That's
Like,
okay. Just go swimming or
sorry.
something.
We literally go swimming at 8 p.m. because it's too hot before. It's not even safe.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
the
think I could
worst.
live there for that reason.
I know.
Okay, sometimes when I partake of something and like I watch a movie, maybe this has happened for you. I'll like watch a movie and I will have all of these like ideas. Or like I'll figure out the universe. Like I will literally figure it out.
Do you ever think about like social media ideas too?
Oh my gosh.
That's when I get my best ones, especially
Me
for
too.
series.
No, series. I'm the same. I'll be like, "Oh, I need to do a series on like blah blah blah." Like based
Yep.
on something I saw like in a movie. And I'm
Yep.
like,
Pop culture is so tied into social media.
that's my favorite part. That's my freaking favorite part of social media. I love pop culture.
That's why you have a meme freebie. It's because
That's
like
so
the best
true.
memes are pop culture ones.
And I eat that up. You know those reels that are going viral right now where it's like, "Did you hear about the drama?" And then they're like,
Yes.
"No." And they're like surfing or something. That could never be me. I do know about the drama. I've been on the Reddit page. I know everything.
But that's what makes you a good social media manager is like you're on it, you know? Like you're on it like in pop culture, but also in like what's current in social media and marketing.
Wait, what's your favorite like most recent pop culture moment?
Wait, can I tell you my favorite piece of content right now? Because it's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, it's so fucking weird. It's AI dark. Oh my God, what is it? It's like, fucking hell. It's like dark
I'm
lore or
scared.
something. And it does like, it takes like cartoons and AI and makes them like 90s cartoony spooky. And it's like my favorite shit right now.
What you are on, you have a niche that I have not been touched by, but I would love to be. I would
I
love it.
will send it to you because it is so
Please.
weird. And like that's why I think I like it, is because I'm so used to like business content that now I'm just like I want like some weird ass shit.
How do you feel about AI? Because last time we talked about AI, but both
Yeah.
of us were like, what are your thoughts?
I
I'm so
like
curious.
First off, I think I've recently become aware and educated about how bad it is for the environment, which was shocking for me.
AI is bad for the
Yes,
environment?
you're gonna have to fact check this. Like, actually, maybe I should, and then I'll send you a fact check for the show notes. But it's like equivalent to littering one plastic bottle for each submission. And I'm like, oh shit, because sometimes I'm just submitting.
Me too! Literally today!
I know. Anyways, so besides that, I don't feel like it's as threatening as maybe we once thought. I do feel like there will be jobs lost, but I feel like it's
100%.
mostly just a tool. Like I compare it to maybe like before there was a dishwasher, you know, it like quickens a
Yeah.
process that can be tedious, but it's not, I don't know, it's like the type of work that it takes away. It's like hopefully you have more skills than an AI.
I'm just picturing like a robot, like an AI.
Like you should be more skilled than artificial intelligence. So I like hopefully your skill set's above that.
Also, yeah, I just feel like people, and this is like probably naive of me, and if like a Joe Rogan fan heard this, they might roll over and die. But I feel like also he's whatever. Okay, we're
Yeah.
not going into that. AI. Oh, I just don't feel like anyone is ever gonna totally give up on the human connection. Like
No.
even when I go to like, if I go to like McDonald's, like I want to talk to the person still. Like I don't know, I don't like ordering on a computer, even though it's like not
Right.
AI. I don't know. I guess it kind of is, but
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like people are always gonna crave that the human experience, and some things are just like too, like there's too many variables for it to be AI. Like, how could
Right.
AI like solve a court case? I don't know.
Right. And like it would probably be prejudice as well.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, would it have a prejudice?
Oh, we don't know. That's so scary. Okay, I'm scared.
But I don't know. Like, mini chat is an AI. And I think that's great. You know, when it's just like a tool for you, I think it's fantastic.
Honestly, like, what even is AI then? Like, is it Google? Like, I don't know. Oh, one reason I love AI is because I wanted to make a playlist on Spotify that has every song that has said the word tequila in it.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's an amazing use of that.
Of AI. So I was like, hey, ChatGPT, list every song that has the word tequila in it. That little buddy knew. And I was like, if I Googled that, it would take 17 years to figure out.
Right. And like, it would take you to a blog of like someone who wrote about it.
Yeah, we don't like that. We like AI to just be like, it's all of these.
Here it is. Okay, have you seen the little meta AI that's in the search bar on Instagram? Because I really don't like that. I like most changes that Instagram makes, but that was not one.
I don't think I've used it. I think I've seen it with my eyes, but I don't think I've used it.
Well, yeah, because it's so stupid. And like, why the fuck would you need it?
I don't know. I saw like on Facebook, the AI on there was like explaining to me what was going on like in the video that I was watching. And I was like, that is useless information.
I know. I'm like, I'll choose to watch the video if I want.
I'll just watch the video. Like,
right.
I'm so confused.
Or like when it talks about what's in the comments too. It's like the comments say things like this. It's like, wow.
Have you seen, okay, wait. Have you seen that Meta's AI updates in your own notifications on Instagram?
No.
Because mine is kind of crazy. And I was like, what the heck? Like, I should do a post about this. But it like is going through your content and showing you, it showed me like the words I said the most, and no, the words that got like the most engagement.
Oh my God, this was on Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram, like inside of just in my notifications with like so-and-so liked your post.
Oh my God, yeah. I love that.
I think I screenshotted it. I'm pretty sure I did because I was like, I need to do a post on this because it's crazy.
that's like a good use of AI, but
Yeah.
like I feel like that's just taking away a task that social media managers is like tedious. Like,
I mean, how could you? You would spend way more time than it was worth figuring that out.
I know,
Like,
exactly.
I use the word this the most, and it's like,
Right.
okay, that took 12 hours to find.
So I saw a TikTok today that was saying that they feel like graphic designers may become obsolete from AI, but honestly, I just feel like any job that's on a computer, you could like argue that for.
Any job. But like, see, graphic design, I feel like is too like, it's too like nuanced.
I know. It's like way too
I don't think.
personal.
Yeah. Oh, here's one. AI and like music. My boyfriend produces music, and so
Yeah,
this is something he talks about, and he's like, he hates it. He's like, I can't believe like this is even a thing. But to
right.
me, I feel like AI could never write a good song. Like, wouldn't I know that it's AI? But see, that's me being naive. And then I'm like, I'm gonna be the first to go when it takes over.
Did you hear the Katy Perry song that they were like, this is AI?
No.
Like, she made it's like a new song of hers, and it went viral on TikTok because it was so shitty. But it was like, I guess one part of the song was shitty, and like anyways, but everyone's comments were like, this sounds like it was written by AI. And like, I feel like that is going to be a critique of any sort of content going forward.
Oh my
But I feel like that's
God.
kind of like a blacklist thing. It's like, that's not a good thing to like have your content said that it's created by AI.
No, it's not. That's not good. I didn't even think about that, but
Yeah,
like, certainly. And we're going to be like searching for indicators that like
right.
it's not AI.
Like, I can tell a caption that's written on AI in like a millisecond.
Me too. And I'm just like, guys, we've got to stop. And
Yeah,
people are getting more and more like privy to it. Like, I think at first people saw captions that were ChatGPT and they probably didn't even think about it.
right,
And then we were like, all these sound the same, like blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, oh, and now like it's at the top of everyone's mind when they're reading
right.
something.
And it's like they use all the same words. Like, why do they say everything is like compared to a boat? It's like, what?
Embark, journey. Like,
Yeah.
what are these words?
Like,
Oh my gosh. But I had Andy Allman, I think that's how you say her last name, on, I think it's 2 episodes ago. Maybe you listened to
yeah.
it, maybe you didn't. But she's like literally the queen of ChatGPT. And she taught me how to like tell your GPT how to talk. So
Yes.
like I
Like, make a
told mine
persona
like,
with it.
yeah, I made a like a
Yeah.
persona with it. And it's still not like perfect, but it's
Right.
so good because I was like, hey, AI, tell me like the top 20 words you use the most. And then I was like, okay, never use those. Literally never. And
Can
then
I
it
tell
didn't use
you
them.
a weird AI thing I like to do? I feel like AI is so new right now that I like to Google like new AI technology and like try and become like a founder, like a beta user of like new technologies. I feel
You
like it's
do
just like,
this?
yeah.
You're an icon. What?
But I do it for more like,
What
I've recently done it for more photo things.
stuff? Well, that's
Yeah.
what I was seeing on Kinsey Madsen's Instagram. She was like showing her like she'll like have AI like make something for her and then she'll like put it in her graphic design program and like edit it so that it's like awesomer. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I need to do this."
Yeah.
Because honestly, like I want to be good at design, but I'm just like not good at it. Like I
Can we
try and try
talk
and
about
try.
like how I feel like everyone does just like a hook and that's their design and that's it?
Oh my gosh, it is so boring and also I do that sometimes, I think.
No, I do it too. Except I've only been making reels for like months because I just prefer it so much to regular posts.
I like I'm just not good at carousels for myself. For my clients, I can do
I
them, but for
same.
some reason, for myself, I get like so just. I get like stumbled on my words, and I'm like, dude, I should just write this in the caption.
I know. And I'm like, what am I gonna say? Like I feel like I can formulate a reel so much better than I can formulate a carousel. For
Yeah,
myself.
me too. Me too, especially for myself.
Like for my
Yeah.
clients today, I was making some carousels. I'm like, this is so fantastic. Why don't I just do this for myself?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Sometimes I'll literally like I'll take what I did for my client and be like, how do I just make this into my own
I know.
content? Like I use it as a template because I'm like,
Right.
oh, I can't do it for myself.
Right.
That's kind of the funniest thing about being a business owner is that like there's so many things you can do for other people that like you just can't do it for yourself.
I know. I feel like everyone's is like naming their business too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so
I
real.
want to do that professionally so bad.
You're good at it. You helped me.
I know. I feel like it's hard to market that though as a service. Like I don't know how to price it.
Oh my God. These are the trials and tribulations of being a creative person.
I know. It really is.
It's like I have these ideas and I'm like, what? How do you
But
tell
like
someone what you
somebody's doing
do?
that though. Like someone somewhere's doing that and making money.
Totally. It's crazy. That's what I love about the online space is like
Yes.
how much money there is to be made and like not in a greedy way, but in like there's a service that someone needs and like they will 100% pay for it.
I know.
Just
It's like
indefinitely.
I think that about social media management. Like first off, this job didn't exist 10 years ago.
No.
And also it feels so made up. Like how would I tell my pioneer ancestors what I did? I'm like, I don't leave my house. I make more money than my husband. Like they would be like, what the fuck are you talking about, Sister
Go
Crump?
girls. Sister Crump. I'm dead. No, it's just so real. My grandma and grandpa, I don't even try. I don't even try. One time I kind of explained to my grandpa what I did and he was like, you're a telemarketer? And I was like, well,
Not even close, thanks.
that's probably the closest thing to like what you would like. He doesn't know what Instagram is, you know?
Right. I just say digital marketing. I feel like that is like
That's pretty good.
I sometimes have a hard time telling like some people what I do because then they want a lot of free advice. And it's like,
So much.
I love giving
It's
that
so
when I want to
funny.
give it, but it's not always.
That does happen when people like find out what you do. I'm sure like doctors and lawyers just like get that all the time, you know, because it's
I
so
know.
expensive and people are like, I
Right.
just have a question. I do it to
Right.
my sister. She's a doctor.
Right. I know. My dad's a lawyer and he is who did my trademark.
That's so awesome.
I
I
did-
need to do mine.
I did pay for it, but I didn't pay for the service. I love having a trademark. It is the best thing
I feel like
ever.
it makes you iconic.
It took so fucking long to file. I cannot even express.
I don't want to do it. I don't even know if I could.
Why?
I don't think I have it in me. And also, what if they're like, you can't, you know, what if they're like, you can't have that name? I'm just like, well, I'm
then
having
you
it. So.
petition a
Oh, I didn't know you could like fight them on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the United States of America.
God bless America, for real. We love it here.
Low-key, my dad helps people with trademarks. If you want, he can help you.
A plug.
I feel like it took long because what happened is they thought that there were other trademarks that were close to my name, and so they had to like go through an appeal, and it passed. So
Oh, good job.
I'm literally playing with my son's little toy car I got him in Alaska last week as we're chatting.
That's so cute.
Jaiden, you fucking have to go to Alaska. I cannot express this enough. It is the most gorgeous place ever.
Wow. Okay. I've always heard that, but I've been like, that sounds cold.
Well, that's why you have to go in the summer.
Was it dark all day or light all day?
No, it was light super late. So it was light till like 10. And even at like 2 a.m. when I would wake up and go potty or whatever, it was dim. It wasn't dark. But on the other part of the year, it is flipped. So it's like
dark all day.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I could.
I know. I would be not happy. I would struggle mental health wise pretty severely.
Yeah. I think I
literally we Googled if stuff was legal there. And it was like third state to legalize. And I was like, no shit, because the people are probably struggling.
And I heard that Alaska has the highest murder per capita.
Okay. Alaska has, I feel like it might, okay, I said this on my podcast this week, so I have to say it for your girlies as well. There were a lot of attractive men up there, if that's like what you want. But it also does beg the question, why are they off grid up there?
I'm with you. That is the question.
But
That
they were like attractive and like skilled, and it was cute, you know. But
yeah, they're like fishermen and they're like manly.
Yeah.
It is suspicious.
It is. I would just be wary. It's like what I'm saying.
I love that. Do you have any other travels coming up?
Actually, you'll have to give me your advice, or your like people can message me if I turn 30 in a few months. And so I'm wanting to plan a trip, and part of me is like, I don't love flying for long sometimes because I just get kind of claustrophobic, and I have a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
So part of me just wants to drive to San Diego and get like a nice hotel and do bougie things. But then also part of me is like, should I travel internationally? So
my guy turned 30 last year and I took him to Tulum. It was very fun. He had never been out of the country. Well, I mean, not really. He did one time. It doesn't really count though. And so I did that and it was super fun. Like it was kind of a mix of like that San Diego chill and also like traveling. And the flight isn't that long, especially from you. It's probably only 4 hours.
And my mother-in-law, she's a flight attendant for Alaska Airlines. So we do get like standby tickets, which gives me so much anxiety. So I normally just pay for it.
I could never.
I hate standby with my whole heart.
I would just hate to be like at the airport and then be like, oh, you didn't get on. And then like, I don't know. That's my worst nightmare.
It happens like
all the time.
Yeah. It's just like, so what do? Hang out at the airport? And what if you're not at home?
Just live there. You move in.
Hell. Yeah, trying to decide if I should go international. It's also around Thanksgiving, so I don't know. It's like I have to consider the weather of where I'm going, and also part of me just wants to go to Park City and ski and stay at the St. Regis there.
You should do that, except I don't know why you like skiing because it's so cold.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe I should go somewhere warm. I don't know. It's hard.
I don't know. That is hard to decide. Okay, well, you guys will have to give Jordan your recs for that.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I'm gonna totally hit you with this question, even though. What advice would you give your younger self?
Oh my gosh. Like what age? Just like younger in general?
Yeah, like your teenager self.
Actually, I totally know. I would, and like, I think this about myself now, and I like say this to myself now from my older self, but I think that like going softer on myself, because like sometimes I feel like as women, we beat ourselves up because we're not perfect, and we're like, okay, maybe if I just like beat myself up, I'll be better next time. And it's just so negative, and I really believe that energy sits in you, and like, that's why I love Hot Girl Walk so much, because I feel like it's an energy cleanser.
Yeah, you like move it out.
I just think that that's what I would say to my younger self. Like, I was even thinking this today. Can I share such a personal example?
Yes.
Like, with business ownership? So, I had such a tough client for a couple of years, and I would wake up with anxiety that I was, like, not pleasing them, and it was so hard. And, like, in that moment, I was like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I making myself feel like this? Like, first off, I should just leave them. But also, like, I just think we need to be softer to ourselves.
Oh, so much. We're so mean to ourselves. Like,
I know.
I just feel like I'm constantly saying things to myself that I would never even really say out loud. And I would never say it to someone else.
Right.
And it's just crazy.
I think that to myself too. I'm like, would you say this to you? I like use my spouse as an example. Like, I was like, if I said that to him, that would literally be abuse.
So like, why am I saying it to myself? Yeah, It's crazy. We're just so, think we can just be so mean to
I
our
know.
poor little
It's so
selves.
unnecessary. What about you? I'm curious what you would say to your younger self.
Yeah, what you said was so good. It's making me think of like there was a time when I was like just a little bit like heavier than I was comfortable with.
Hmm.
And I just looked in the mirror and hated my body so bad. And I did it for so long that nothing changed. And then I realized that I could not like bully myself into like living a healthier life.
Yeah.
You know? And so then I
Yeah.
was like, "You know what? Like, you're beautiful no matter what your body's like. Like, if you were thinner, that's great. Whatever. Like, it doesn't matter." And then, like, that's kind of when I lost that weight is when I was like, "You are fine how you are. Like, you don't need to change." But then the change, like, came naturally
Right. It's
because I
just like,
wasn't
I
just
feel like
being mean to
it's kind
myself.
of positive thinking, it's like once you accepted it, it was like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I
And I
love
guess
that.
advice for my younger self, I would just be like, "You're so awesome. Like, you're so much more awesome than you think."
I
You know?
know.
Because I think I've always just felt like I'm not the cool girl. I'm not the whatever. Like, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at anything. I'm never going to be successful. But like at every stage I've been doing those things.
I know. And
So
like you're
like
literally
I'm
successful
awesome.
as we speak right now.
Yeah, it's just hard. Like you're saying, we're just mean to ourselves.
Right. We are. It's so ridiculous.
But that was so fun having you on the podcast. Thank you so much for being
Thanks for
here.
having me. I'm so honored for real.
We'll link all of your things and yeah. Bye-bye everyone. Sleep good. I'm sure I will.
Same.
First, I want to say thank you so much for being here and listening to my podcast. It means the world to me, and I just appreciate this community more than you could ever know. If you love this episode or a previous episode that you've listened to, go ahead and head to the leave a review link in the show notes and leave us a review. We would really appreciate it. And we're so glad that you're here. Thank you.